Hello guys, again I welcome you all to our discussion on women reform movements. Okay, in the previous session we have seen some legislations or legislative measures which were being implemented for the women upliftment. Okay, now in this particular session we are going to see one Hindu code bill and then we'll be ending this particular story of women upliftment. Okay, so let's move to the next part, that is Hindu code bill. Okay, what happened by 1930s? Everyone got to know that it was a need to reorganize the Hindu laws. Why? Because Hindu laws were based on Manusmriti, and Manusmriti degenerated the women. So you can say it generally considered women to be the lowest section of the society. It does not recognize women to be a premium one. Okay? That's why they have decided that we need to reorganize Hindu laws, and for that particular purpose, okay, in 1941, a committee called as Rao Committee. Okay, Rao committee prepared a draft. And what was this particular draft called? It was called as Hindu Code Bill. Rao committee prepared a draft, and this draft was called as Hindu Code Bill. Okay, so when this draft was introduced, what happened was generally India was surfing, or the whole world was striving through World War II. And at that point of time, preserving the nation was more important than giving importance to women rights. Okay, as per the leaders at that point of time. Okay, I'm not saying this, I'm just giving you a perspective what it could have been. Okay, as written in our books. So what it is said that World War II was going on, and that's why this particular bill which was introduced over here, sorry, this particular bill which was introduced over here, what happened to this? It was neglected. Okay, it was neglected. But after World War was over, after we have completed our constitution, what happened? Ambedkar, or you can say Dr. Ambedkar. Okay, what he did, he turned his attention where? Towards Hindu code bill. What happened after framing of the opposition? Okay, what they did this particular thing, or Ambedkar turned his attention towards the Hindu code bill. Now, as soon as the discussion on this particular thing started, okay, what happened? This bill was opposed by the sections of the parliament, or at that time parliament. Why they opposed it? Because they thought that it would give adverse effect on Hindus. Okay, what it was said, it would give adverse effect on Hindus. But Ambedkar did not give any light to this particular thought. Then, though it would be what you can say degenerating the values of Hindu society, or it would be hurting the sentiments of Hindus, still he insisted on the rights of Hindu. What he did, you should not consider males, or why you're moving for male dominated society. In spite of doing this, what you should do, you should focus on the society as a whole. You should bring women on par with the men. Male. This was the opinion which he kept at that point of time. Okay. So still the society opposed it. He insisted on rights of Hindu women. So this bill attracted a huge debate. Okay. And you can say from the time period of 1955 to 58, this bill was passed in fragments. My question is, did, or I can say, did Hindu Code Bill transform into an act? Okay, I'm saying it clearly, it was passed. Okay, there is something related in polity with this. Okay, you need to comment in the comment box again. Okay, Hindu Code Bill, though it was passed, was it converted into act? Okay, if yes, what, tell me which act it was, the official name, and if no, tell me what was the reason for this particular bill not be converted into act. Okay, you need to comment it. Chalo. Tell me what was the scenario of this particular thing, Hindu Code Bill. Why did not it get converted into an act? Okay. Now, what all provisions were there in this Hindu Code Bill? We are going to see that one by one. Okay, not all, but we are going to see few provisions. Okay. Now, what was considered about the marriage in India? Okay, from initial time, marriage was considered a sacred institution, a sacred institution. Okay, but what this Hindu code will transform marriage into, this particular code will, okay, transform marriage into a contract. Okay, that's why we call the opposite party as laws. Okay, father in law, sister in law. Okay, we call them in law. Why? Because we consider that marriage is supposed to be a contract. Okay, marriage is supposed to be a contract. Okay, and for the first time, the bill gave. Okay, what happened for the first time? This bill gave. Okay, right to divorce to male and female. Okay, the 1906 Act got the provisions of alimony. Okay, but you can say later it was granted in a full-fledged manner in 1976. It was also mentioned in CRPC. Okay, 1976, which talked about alimony. Okay, the right for alimony. Okay, second thing, it was mentioned that to get women to get right to property of father or husband and husband. I guess I said and only, not or. Okay, father and husband, woman to get the right. Okay, what which right they were getting? They were getting the right to property. Okay, right to property in the property of father and husband. Okay, woman got right. Okay, woman got right to adopt a girl or a boy. They got a right to adopt a child. In simple terms, you can say they can adopt a girl or they can adopt a boy. Both rights were given to them. Okay. Then second, parents over here got the right. Okay, parents got right of maintenance from the children. Okay, parents over here got the right to maintenance from the children. And then second, you can say widows got right on in law property. What are the properties of their in-laws? If the woman is a widow, she could also claim her right on the properties which his in-laws are possessing. Okay, sorry, which her in-laws are possessing. Okay, now finally alimony was confirmed through the Act of 1986. Confirmed alimony to divorced wife. Okay, then you can say the Act of 1971. What it did? It permitted abortion. But okay, amnesia sentence, or what you can say is sex determination was not allowed. Okay, as per the Act of 1984, sex determination was completely banned as per the Act of 1984. Okay, then you can say 1961, dowry was banned. Okay, in 1961, dowry was banned, and giving and taking the dowry was a punishable offense. It was a punishable. Okay, so these were some of the important provisions of the Hindu Code Bill. I hope you guys have got the idea or the crisp thing of the Hindu Code Bill. Okay, now we'll be summarizing all these things. Okay, that is empowerment of women. Okay, so everyone knows that society has put too many restrictions on women. But today, we find a change. Obviously, we find a change. Okay, women right movement is even present today. You can see Trupti Desai and all. Okay, women right movements are still present today, but they are not having or they are not achieved the goals which they have planned. Okay, as of now, this movement still are not able to establish women in equal to men. Okay, they're not established this particular factor as of even as of today. Okay, they're lagging somewhere, you can say. Okay, see what are the main reason or when a proper woman empowerment could be achieved. See guys, even if you see in today's society, okay, what happens is even if a woman is earning, what she will do, she will give whatever salary she gets or she would transfer her salary to her husband. Okay, means what you can say here, even as of today, though they are the money earners, they're not considered as a bread owners. Okay, we'll discuss on that particular part now. Okay, see what happens is economic independence is must in today's time. Even as of today, the women are having a job, but still women are not economic independent, they are dependent on male. Okay, and see guys, women cannot claim empowerment. Okay, they cannot be empowered unless they are economic independent. They need to be economic independent, and how they can be economic independent? Only through proliferation of education. Okay, means what if they're economical independent, this means they're not dependent on men or male. And when she is not dependent on male, she can take her financial decisions. She can take whatever decisions she wants without having influence of anyone on it. Okay, this could be possible only if she is educated. Okay, now you can say women generally spend a lot of time on household things. Okay, you can say generally on their hobbies, generally in relatives, etc. Okay, and as of today, you can say many avenues are open for them. Okay, they can enter politics, they can enter engineering sector, they can enter the field of doctors, they can enter the field of bureaucracy. Okay, everywhere you can find their presence. Today they are present in almost all sections. Okay, there is no section which is untouched. Okay, you can even find female priest in the temples as of today. Okay, so generally you can say there are no such things or no, not had, there might be any, hardly any field, but generally there is no such field. Okay, where they have not registered their presence. They are almost present everywhere. Okay. Yeah, so they have not only they have registered their presence, but they have made remarkable achievements over there, such as in politics you can say Iron Lady. Okay, Indira Gandhi. In bureaucracy you have an example of Kiran Bedi, you can say. Okay, in doctors I cannot remember that. Anandibai Joshi, the best example over here. Okay, then the daughter of one of the daughter of Atmanam Pandurangan Tarkadkar over here. Okay, so they have registered themselves in almost everywhere. They have done a remarkable thing, not only just a registry, not only just a presenting, but they have done a remarkable thing over there. Okay, none area is untouched, you can say in simple terms over here. Okay, many social reformers, okay, they have took too much efforts to improve the condition of women. Okay, they have taken huge efforts. Who? Social reformers. Okay, so they also worked hard to remove socio religious relief, social evils, not relief, sorry, evils. Okay, social religious evils, to remove them they have done a great thing. Okay, laws are enacted for their protection. We have seen all the different laws. Okay, society's approach changed towards the woman. Okay, and this was a positive sign because society started to consider them on par their male counterparts. Okay, this was a good thing that they achieved. Okay, there have been many landmarks here. Okay, but still, what was the actual aim? The actual aim was this. Okay, still this is not reached because you can see the lowest, how low the proportion of male and female is there in, you can say, parliament, in bureaucracy. Okay, wherever there is power, Okay, generally you have male over there, more proportion of male over there as compared to female. Okay, still, though we have many landmarks set over there, still the goal hasn't reached. Okay, the women organizations for this particular thing will have to take a leap forward. Okay, now one more thing, what we need to do. Okay, men, generally men, what they need to do, they need to give up their egos and treat women equally. Okay, they have to accept challenge of creating a healthy and a peaceful womanhood, creating a healthy and peaceful womanhood. Okay, with which could be filled with justice, confidence, and equality. Only then we could fulfill the whole target which we are setting for this empowerment of women. Okay, so this was a crisp discussion on women reform movement. I hope you guys have got an idea of how this particular movement took place. We have seen the male social reformers, female social reformers. We have seen some legislation which were for the upliftment of women. And finally, we are concluding this particular part by studying, are they actually empowered by this particular move? The answer is no. Still, we need to go a long journey till we establish this particular equation. Okay, so we'll stop this session over here today. I hope you guys have got clear idea of what exactly where the women reform movements. Okay, so in the next lecture, we'll be starting with the last part of this particular topic, that is in the context of tribal movements. Okay, or tribal reform movements. So I'll stop the discussion over here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this particular session. If you guys need to give any suggestion to me, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, so have a good day.